אנגלית, קיץ תשס"ח 2008, שאלון ז', מודיול G. הוראות מיוחדות. 1. עליך לכתוב את כל תשובותיך בגוף השאלון במקומות המיועדים לכך. 2. כתוב את כל תשובותיך באנגלית ובעת בלבד. אסור להשתמש בטיפקס. 3. בתום הבחינה החזר את השאלון למשגיח. ההנחיות בשאלון זה מנוסחות בלשון זכר ומכוונות לנבחנות ולנבחנים כאחד.
Part 1. Access to information from written text. Read the article below and then answer questions 1 to 8. Questioning personality test. Do you prefer a bath to a shower? Are you fascinated by fire? Do you sometimes feel like smashing things? Do questions like these really tell us anything meaningful about ourselves? Or are they suitable for nothing more than party games? Regardless of how you answer that last one, the fact is that personality tests featuring such questions are used by employers all over the USA. One test, the MMPI, is given to as many as 15 million people a year to screen applicants for jobs from police officer to nuclear technician. Another test, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, is commonly used to determine how and with whom employees work best. But now an increasingly vocal group of critics is fighting this barrage of testing, arguing that the use of the test might do more harm than good. The MMPI test was originally designed to spot mental illness. Introduced in 1942 by two psychologists from the University of Minnesota, the MMPI contained 504 statements to which participants were instructed to respond true, false, or cannot say. Objections to the statements themselves arose early on. Many were considered irrelevant, intrusive, or both. I always wake up with a headache. I vote for such and such a political party. Nevertheless, within 2 decades after its creation, the MMPI was already being given more often in job settings than in the field of psychiatry, a fact condemned by numerous professionals due to the lack of research linking test results to job performance. Just as common but better loved is the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, a personality test developed in the 1950s by a bright housewife named Isabel Myers, with some input from her mother, Catherine Briggs. The questions are non-threatening. Do you usually share your feelings or keep them to yourself? Or do you prefer to do things at the last minute or well in advance? Based on the responses, the test classifies the individual's personality as belonging to one of 16 types, none of which is considered more healthy or normal than the others. Because it is free of the language of mental illness, the MBTI manages to avoid creating stigmas. According to Professor David Thomas of Harvard University, however, there is simply no evidence that the MBTI predicts success in the workplace. Another researcher, psychologist Annie Paul, is worried about the fact that people accept the test results without question. In her opinion, the MBTI limits the way organizations think about individuals and the way individuals think about themselves. Personality types, she says, are stereotypical, one-dimensional labels. Nonetheless, neither the test nor the controversy over them seem likely to go away anytime soon. Clearly, there is something about the elusive nature of personality and the possibility of capturing it that makes such tests so popular, just as there is something disturbing about the idea of a test that claims to tell us exactly who we are. Answer questions 1 to 8 in English, according to the article. In questions 1, 3, 7, and 8, circle the number of the correct answer. In the other questions, follow the instructions. 1. The first 3 questions, lines 1 and 2, are given to show 1. How games are different from personality test. 2. What kinds of questions appear on personality test. 3. Why some questions are better than others. 4. Who should take personality test. 2. Complete the sentence. In lines 4 to 10, the writer gives 2 reasons why employers 3. According to lines 11 to 19, the MMPI has been criticized for 1. The number of possible answers. 2. Its effect on job performance. 3. The reactions it aroused. 4. The content of the test. 4. What change regarding the MMPI is presented in lines 11 to 19? Complete the sentence. The the change in 5. Complete the sentence. From lines 20 to 27, we can understand why people 6. What do the researchers mentioned in lines 28 to 33 have in common? 7. What is presented in the last paragraph? 1. The scientific value of personality test. 2. A summary of the arguments against personality test. 3. The writer's opinion regarding personality test. 4. Some future uses of personality test. 8. Which of the following statements would the critics mentioned in lines 4 to 33 agree with? 1. More personality types should be tested. 2. The personality tests themselves are very hard to test. 3. People should rely less on personality tests. 4. There are not enough personality tests on the market. Part 2. Written presentation. Write 120 to 140 words in English on the following topic. Write in ink, not in pencil. Pay careful attention to handwriting. Make sure you write legibly and to the point. 9. Your school newspaper has asked readers to write on the following topic. Many famous people complain that the media does not respect their privacy. Do you think their complaint is legitimate, or does the media have a right to report on their private lives? Write a passage for the newspaper stating and explaining your opinion. Use this page and the next, numbers 5 and 6, for writing a rough draft.
בהצלחה.